Alright, my name is John Kleis, and I'm an English Covey fly shop employee and professional guide. I'm going to be doing a winter fly fishing class with you guys, so I just wanted to show you basically one of my favorite patterns that I like to fish. Spring and fall is an apricot egg. And the material that we're going to be using today is a new material that we just got in the shop. It's kind of a new spin on an old material. It's the apricot colored glow bug egg yarn, but it's infused with, basically it's flash. It's intertwined with flash, if you can see that there. One of the techniques that I've been taught by Rick Murphy, who's another great tyer at the shop, is when you're tying your egg patterns to use a tube, because it packs the egg yarn, which kind of saves you that step. You know, you're kind of stretching it, pulling it as tight as you can when you're anchoring it down by itself anyway, so the tube kind of takes away that chore there. And then I'm also using the micro yarn on top of it. It's just the same, glow bug yarn. This is a flame red. My particular favorite colors to fish are the flame red dot on top of apricot. So what we're going to do is start out with our gel spun GSP 50 in orange. It's my personal favorite thread to use tying flies with, especially egg patterns or streamers, because it's bomb proof. You can tug on that as hard as you want to, and that's not going anywhere. I haven't had it break on me yet. Alright, so what we're using is a Daiichi Scud hook, and it's obviously bigger for demonstration purposes. We're going to take our egg yarn after we've laid down our thread base, and we only go about midway up the shank. We take our yarn and we anchor it down, and then you do another good anchor wrap where you start out with that first one. And again, don't be afraid to get really tight with your wraps, because this thread will not break. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come across and do 2 more wraps coming the opposite direction. Again, as tight as possible. When you're laying those wraps down, it's important that you come down over where you had started your initial wrap. And then tight wraps forward to the eye of the hook, and then we're going to pull both sides of our glow bug yarn up, and then maybe the length of the gap of the hook we're going to trim. It's going to flare out, and the advantage to doing it that way is obviously you don't have to trim as much to try and get the egg even on both sides. Again, my favorite part of this material is that it's infused with that flash. A lot of people like to tie their glow bugs with the flash coming out the tail, but this is not necessary. It's got flash everywhere, which looks great when the light hits it at different angles. So that's our egg. We take our thread and we lay down thread base behind the eye. I like to use the Thompson whip finish. You can half hitch, you can hand whip finish, whatever you like to do. Finish your knot up. Make sure it's good and tight. Again, you can pull on that as hard as you want to. I dare you to break it without ripping the hook out of the jaws first. And that's it. Finish it up with a little Sally Hansen's, hard as nails. And again, when you're fishing the South Platte tailwaters around here, it's super technical. In the winter time, it's important to fish smaller egg patterns or glow bugs. I like to use like a size 18 2488 hook.
I fly like paper you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make 'em all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make 'em all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Sometimes I think sitting on trains, every stop I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner.